Okay, well, hey neighbors, and welcome to the Shed Shop in this edition of Dr. Diagnostics. I have on my bench a clone saw. I don't like them. This is the Husqvarna clone of the Husqvarna 372 XP. And the owner has put a 372 XP, at least the sticker and possibly a whole recoil on there. The neighbor bought 2 of these saws, and only one works right. I tell you guys all the time about aftermarket stuff. What, you went to Hug Buntings? Hug? Well, I love you too, Buntings. I love you too. Okay, I love you too. You guys know how it is around here, fatty Buntings. China carburetors. Buy 100, 50 will work, 50 won't. Clone saws. Buy 100, 50 will work, 50 won't. Cheap aftermarket cylinders. This does not include Meteor. It does not include Highway. And I can't say it includes Dukes or Little Red Barns because I haven't used enough of theirs to know. But all the other $15 and $20 cheap Chinese cylinders, you buy 100, 50 will work, 50 will not. That being said, my neighbor has told me that the other saw has been through like 15, 20 tanks, no issues. And this one, from the rip, he's not been able to get it tuned in. And he says now that he has it so far out of tune that the damn thing won't even run. So, first I'm going to check where our carburetor is set at. And then we're going to do a vacuum pressure test right off to see if this saw happens to have an air leak. If we can eliminate that, then we will look at other things. So, that being said, neighbors, today is April 11. Is that right? Yes, Thursday, April 11. And what the hell was I going to tell you, neighbors? I am almost caught up on all the footage on both phones. I still have not messed with the camera footage. As you guys know, some of you, that Rob Weaver donated a couple of cameras. And we have a lot of footage on SD cards. A lot of the footage last year got corrupted, got lost when we tried to get it to the computer. We tried a different computer, had the same issues. Now I have a new computer. And the first SD card I tried to use, I don't know if it was already corrupted or not, but it says the data is corrupted. And it only has partial stuff on it. So eventually I am hoping to sit down with that. And even though it's from a year ago, it's important footage to me. A lot of it is Rob Weaver's saws. Saws he bought. And then we have just a lot of other stuff on it that I want to be on the channel eventually. So, that being said, neighbors, we will get there eventually. But now I'm at a point, I haven't been taking a lot of new footage for you guys. So, we're going to go ahead and start taking new footage because as of today, I should have the last few videos edited, uploaded to the YouTube, and then I can start releasing them eventually. So, let's get to work, damn it, neighbors. Oh, Chet, I know what I was going to tell you. I sold my 044 chainsaw, neighbors. Would you like to know how much I got for it? I'm not fucking telling you. Just kidding. I put the 28-inch bar that we had on our 064 on it. I got an 034 in for trade. And I got, on top of that, let's see, $600 cash. I gave him a $100 value for his 034 because it's missing a lot of stuff, but I already got a peek at the piston, and it's good. So, let's get to work now, neighbors. Oh, Chevy, your 064 has a 25-inch bar on it now, neighbor. So the price went down a little bit. You let me know when you're ready to buy it. Okay, I put the mount in a bad spot. I can't see what you guys can see. The mount's on the screen. I think you guys are okay there. Alright, so, I already debarred this saw, and I can tell you, this back nut is a pain in the ass, even to get the small Husqvarna scrunch on. It kind of sucked. Okay, so let's start. We're just going to pop our hood, get it out of the way. Okay. These latches feel really weak. It looks like, there's a screw in the front to hold the cover here. They're already all loose. Looks like he's already been in here, I guess. All these screws are loose, like it's been taken apart. Okay, get our wing nut for our air filter off here. And I got to decide how I'm going to test this. And I can already tell you it looks like I might be able to use one of my flanges, but we need to get this cover out of the way here. That would be why the chain brake was engaged earlier, I suppose. I'm guessing these are a 4 mil. Let's see, 4 or 5 mil. Looks like a 4 mil. So let's grab our 4 mil here. These the rest of the way out. Get that off. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and, oh, that's a 3 mil, damn. Okay, 3 mil for our carburetor studs. And actually, it doesn't even feel like a 3 mil. It feels like it's standard, but I would think coming from China, it's metric. I know they sell these out of like Australia, China, the US, Canada. When you go on their website to buy bars and chains and other stuff, it'll tell you where it's from, where you're ordering from, and tell you the separate shipping times and whatnots. So go ahead and move our air filter base here. Pull our studs out, pull our carburetor out of the way. I have released, as of now, the first and second videos of the ported 026 journey that I'm sharing with you guys. Those of you that are regular to the channel know I've never ported before, but I've just started. I've been studying it for a couple of years now. And I say a couple of years, but the time I put into it doesn't amount to somebody studying it for a couple of years, because I haven't put in a heck of a lot of time. Looks like we got to remove our choke lever here to get our air filter base off. I feel like something else is holding us on here. Okay, we've got this straddle back here. That's got to come out. Okay, there we go. Move that out of the way. Now I think we're free. Okay, we're going to go ahead and leave those on there for the time being. Move our carburetor out of the way. We're going to take this grommet. I got to blow my nose again, damn it. I just blew my nose before the video, you guys. I'm so sorry. I don't know why it's so runny. It's all this wet weather, I guess. Let's try this again. Okay, now, this doesn't have a name on it, but I need to get into the habit of folding those. I think this, even though it's for steel, I think I can probably use this flange here. We're going to try it out. I just want to see, sometimes I have to have the air filter base on because the bolts will be too long. On this one, it doesn't look like it. But those studs are also, there we go. This has got like a piece of plastic on it. That's interesting. That might be our issue right there. Where's our carburetor at? Is that supposed to be in there? It sure is. It seems like it goes in there to help the screws on the carburetor, so, but it's real loose in there. I don't know. We'll set that aside for now. Don't want to lose it. I don't want to forget it. That's the thing. So maybe it is best just to leave it hanging out of there. Okay, carburetor. You stay out of the way, carburetor. Okay. Our impulse hose goes directly to our carburetor, it looks like. So we will have to block that off as well. But I'm struggling to get... There we go. Okay, let's see. Grab this flange here. Yeah, these studs are really thin. And I believe it will work to block this off. It looks like it will. Hopefully. We'll find out when we go to apply pressure if it seals up or not. Okay. Get that lined up. There we are. Let's go ahead and tighten these up. I have a video for you guys I'm about to put out today, I think, so it'll be out before this, hopefully. I was given a car, and it's a Camaro. And the story on it is it's for one of my customers. He's a regular customer of mine, and he's like family. He says, "What do you mean like family? We are family." And I like that he says that. So he's family. His wife is family. And they gave me this Camaro. I guess at one point one of his son's friends was driving it or something, and he loaned it out to a meth head. And apparently the meth head broke down on the side of the road, and allegedly that's when the radio and some other stuff out of the dash vanished. But his son has taken the car partially apart, the motor there, and I have no idea what's wrong with it, no idea where all the wiring goes and everything. I think it's a 1996. He said it's a T-top. Definitely needs a paint job, but the paint's not terrible. The interior is in fairly good condition, a little bit of rips on the seats and stuff, but nothing major. And so, when we get caught up on our saw work here, and that's why I'm working right now. My hands are in excruciating pain, but I need to get to that car, okay, because I don't have a vehicle. Me and my uncle are sharing his truck right now, because if you're new, my van blew the head gasket, okay, and so I'm SOL on my vehicle right now, okay. These muffler bolts should be a 5. Oh no, they're a 4. I'm sorry. I thought they would be a 5. Okay, so let's grab our 4. No, they're not. That's a 3. This is a 4. There we go. They're not all that tight. It looks like we've got 4 in the front here for this bracket. And then there's probably 2 down there that will probably be 5 mil, but we'll check to see what size they are. Okay. I'm real tired too, you guys, because I haven't been able to sleep much lately. Because every time I lay down, my hands go numb and start burning really, really bad. And then if I fall asleep, when I wake up, my hands will be just on fire, and I won't be able to move them. They'll be cramped up real bad. Yesterday, I had to have my uncle pour my beverages for me and help me with things. Get my medicine bottles open, take out my medicine for me, etc., etc., because my hands were just seized up for like 5 hours of the night. I fell asleep for like 3 hours, and these are really loose, and 5 hours after that, I woke up. I fell asleep for like 3 hours, and then for the next 5 hours after I woke up, I couldn't move my hands. And so I woke up again this morning. I was up for like 4 hours, went back to bed, woke up again this morning, and my hands hurt so bad I was afraid to go back to sleep. I didn't have to take that bolt off. So let's go ahead and put that back in. Don't lick that, Buntings. Stop it. Buntings is over there licking a plastic bag. I don't know why. So, we're just fighting with the hands and the neck and the back and the knees, and everything else is hurting. And Buntings, leave it. Oh, what are you licking, your paw? Okay, let's move our shield and our gaskets out of the way. Let's look at our piston. Well, I'll tell you what. It looks like it's already got signs that it was trying to score. It sure does. I mean, I think it's fine, but we've got a little bit of marking on it. A few marks, and actually looks like one of those right between the rings is really deep. So let's see if it catches nail or if it's just an optical illusion because of oil. It's right on the ring, and it does catch. I'm concerned that this saw might blow up if it's run with that piston. It's got a nail catcher right on the piston ring. And so we'll see what happens here with our back pressure test. But my neighbor might want to have his piston ring replaced so his saw doesn't blow up. But the cost for that, honestly, he could just buy another one of these. Okay, here's a good block off. Okay, go ahead and put that on our muffler bolts here. Leave our bolt in place so I can get the rubber on. It makes it easier. And then where's our other bolt? There we are. Get that on. And we will go ahead and snug this up and see what the hell we got going on. I can tell you right now, if it has an air leak and I can't find it on my hookups, well, I'm not going to be tearing into this saw to verify an air leak if I can't find it due to human error. Did that not go in? Can't tell. Let's back this one out. That one was really loose. This one was loose too, but this other one was loose when I took it off. I hope it's not stripped out. Oh, you know what? It feels like it did thread in. Yeah, we were almost there. Isn't that something, you guys? I had 2 turns left, and I backed this one out because I didn't think that one was threading in. Okay, we'll go ahead and snug those up. Alright, and then we'll get our mighty back, and we'll see what we got going on. See if my neighbor's clone has a leak from the factory, brand new. It seems to me like it was running really lean to scratch like it is. Either it was running really lean or just a manufacturer defect. Said I see people selling these saws on eBay all the time, these clone saws. They bought it, put it together, and can't get it to run. Or just bought it and it doesn't run. Okay. We are able to build some pressure here. Let's see if it holds. We'll go to 7.5 pounds if we can. A lot of pumping here. Yeah, I can't get it up there. It's leaking. Okay, so we're going to start looking for our leak. Spark plug. No leak there, that's obvious. Check my attachments here. I need to get my damn leak down tester, for some reason won't register at 10 pounds. You've got to turn it too high for a chainsaw. They're really meant for 4 strokes, but it's nice. Okay, I see bubbles. Let's see, where were they coming from? Thought I saw bubbles. Yep, okay, it is my attachment. So, and the way it's leaking slow, that's good. In a way, because if it was leaking really fast, then we might have leakage somewhere else. So, let's see if I can tighten this a little bit. We don't want to go too tight. It's pretty snug already. Yeah, still blowing bubbles. Okay, so that's not going to work there. Let's see here. I have a different block off I can use. We'll try some sleeves. Sometimes even just turning this, actually. Let me get it off and see what we got going on here. Okay, I don't want the video to be too long. Don't pause, you neighbors. Okay, so I got a different flange set up. I saved my wrist pins, my piston wrist pins, because they work good as sleeves with this. Right now, I've got 7.5 pounds. It's been holding for about a minute, but I'm going to wait 5 minutes on this, and then we'll switch to vacuum. Well, neighbors, I'm trying to get 5 18-inch bar and chains for the Steel 025 MS250s Forester, and my supplier, his stuff, I don't know if it's earthquake, and we got the earthquake in New York, New Jersey. We've got the bridge falling down because the boat hit it in Maryland. My bars and chains were supposed to be in 2 weeks ago, and he's telling me now it's going to be probably until at least the end of next week. I told him, I said, well, neighbor, it's nothing you can control. We can't help the supply chain. We can't do nothing about that. So that's unfortunate, but I did buy some Raismans because I've been waiting so long. So if I need an 18-inch bar and chain for one of my saws for sale, I'll just have to put a Raisman on it and drop the price like $10. Okay, so, good news. We've been holding at 7.5 pounds for like 6 or 7 minutes now, so I'm going to pull a vacuum. And you guys saw in a previous video, well, no, in the live event, last live event you saw that we can have a pass of pressure and a fail on our vacuum test because of a dust lip on a crankshaft seal. So there is 7.5, and we will wait 5 minutes. You guys go get some snacks and everything. This one's almost done. But get your snacks now if you want them. Okay, and good news for my neighbor there. We passed our vacuum test as well. Now, oh, no fuel flow. Okay, now, I went ahead while I was waiting on that and checked where our carburetor settings were at. Surprisingly, the high jet was turned all the way in, and it was actually really tight, so I have concern that he's overseated his inlet needle, and then the low jet was only maybe 3/16 of a turn out, and the saw's not going to get any fuel at that place. We should have natural fuel flow right here. I don't know why we don't. We don't need our impulse blocked off anymore. Let's see what's going on with our tank vent here. Tank vent is working properly, at least with my redneck check. I can blow air, or I can suck air through the duct bill, but can't blow air out. Okay, so next thing we're going to do, we'll put our, take our block offs off here, and we're going to go ahead and check our fuel filter and our fuel line. And we'll vacuum or pressure test our carburetor as well. Okay. And see what we've got going on there. I just know right now there's no way the saw could have ran where those carb settings were at. If your high jet's all the way in and your low jet's only a, you know, basically a 1/16 of a turn out, not quite a quarter of a turn. That's why I said 3/16 of an inch, or 3/16 of a rotation out. That's not going to give your saw the fuel it needs to run. So let's go ahead and get some stuff out of our way here that we're not using. And take our muffler block off. And then we'll put our muffler back on and we'll go back to our fuel delivery system. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Well, neighbors, Grady stopped by to pay his bill and pick up his trimmer. He had a 128 LD that I worked on. And we started it just fine right here when he was here. He took it home and said the purge bulb wasn't working at all, wasn't filling up at all. And so he brought it back yesterday, and I looked at it today, and I simply left too much fuel line between the carburetor and the gas tank, and his fuel line was pinched off. That's it. No bill for him. Nothing extra, but he owed me for the trimmer work already, so good deal. As far as this goes, as you can see, I've got it back together. I put some gas in it, and I thought I filled it halfway up. And I started it and just was trying to tune it in. And it sounded like the coil was having issues. But now I think I've got it tuned in right. It was backfiring just a little bit. So I still think there might be some sketchiness with this China coil that's on here. But we're going to bar this bitch up. And we're going to go outside. And we're going to cut with it, neighbors. Okay? Because it's running fine now, it seems. And we'll see what the hell happens. Well, neighbors, it's been raining again. However, it's just drizzling right now. I'm waiting on the owner to contact me because I cannot recollect if he said the saw presented issues only at running temperature or what. But I know when he brought it to me, he said it just wouldn't run at all. It seemed to be running okay earlier, but did a little bit of backfiring or something. So I think its coil might be bad. But we're going to go cut even though it's drizzling and see what happens. Just a couple of cuts. Okay, neighbors. We're still working on learning this new chest mount we got. We got a set that has a few various things. You can wear your cell phone on your head like a GoPro, which I don't think I'll ever do. We've got this view. I've tried it out. And it wasn't too bad with the 271 video. And so we're going to try it again. I really am tired of cookie cutting all my wood up. I do need to rip this stump in half though, so we can start there and then I can take some more of that stump down back there. I like being practical with my wood cutting, and I need to cut more trees down, so let's see if we can get this running. Damn it, I forgot my screwdriver, neighbors. I keep committing the carnal sin, damn it. You guys see my Camaro over there? Here's my Camaro, neighbors, that I got for free from neighbor, I won't say his name. He's a customer. I've worked on some of his stuff on the channel. It's a T-top, a 1995, and it's got a puddle of water in it. So I have a cover I bought from my van a couple years ago when I was working on that motor, so I could cover it up whilst I did my work when I wasn't working on it. So we're going to cover that. The motor's partially apart. And we'll do a video when we try to put that puzzle together. I don't even honestly know what's wrong with it. He doesn't have a lot of information on what happened when it broke down. Just that his son tore it all apart. That's all I know. Okay, let's see, get our saw started here. Here's our pop. don't like these carburetor screws. How they're placed. There's a high low, damn it. See here. Can't tell if I'm on the high jet or the low jet. Get you guys up a bit here. I see that the view's not the greatest. I wish I could zoom you guys out more, but I think that's all we get. Let's try. No, you zoomed all the way out. It kind of sucks. Come apart, Bob. I don't want to eat it into the dirt. Damn it. Still didn't get through. What the hell? I have two separate cuts there going, unfortunately, I do. My hands hurt so bad. screw I'm on either. I don't like this drumming. Oh, I turned my idle up. That's what I did. Whoops. That's why my saw wasn't adjusting. Try that. I think there's metal in this something. I feel like I'm hitting something really hard or metal or something in this log. Could be a wire around it or something. I don't see nothing, but who knows? A wire could have grown into it years ago. It's just, it doesn't seem like the chain is cutting right. The first time it was good, now it seems different. Yeah, I think there's a piece of old fence or something in that log. My chain is very dull now. I'm waiting to hear back from the customer to find out if... Oh, I better get my cover, neighbors. To find out if it was only acting up at running temperature or what was going on exactly. But you can see I'm just spitting little sawdust now instead of long flakes on my long cut here. We should be spitting this out. And my chain is just getting caught right in the center of that log. And so I feel like there's a piece of old fence that grew into that tree or something. Who knows? I've seen bikes grown into trees, chainsaws, cars, tractors, all kinds of shit. Yeah, my hands are fucking hurting bad, neighbors. And I gotta keep working because the bills are not gonna get paid if I sit around and whimper about because my hands are cramping up and numb and burning and everything else. So I'll get a hold of my customer, but I gotta sharpen the chain. I think the issue he was having is probably resolved with the correct tuning now, hopefully. And yeah, we'll just have to go from there. See all this dust? There's definitely something in that log that dulled my chain up. Let me look at my chain, see if I broke any teeth. Don't see any broken teeth. Sheet oil is good, though. This thing oils like a stuck pig. Yeah, but I can see my teeth. Some of my teeth got messed up a little bit here. Not terribly. But I didn't want to keep cutting because I'm having to force. So, that's going to be it for this one, neighbors. I'll give you an update if we have one in the future. Otherwise, I think this saw is good to go, besides sharpening the chain. Until next time, neighbors, be kind to one another. Everyone is facing a battle.